Welcome to my Ascended Astrology channel, Starseed Continuum. We are doing a reading for the Gemini season in, we're doing the Taurus reflection. And this really highlights expression and the ability to find your voice. Gemini invites movement, curiosity, and conversation. Taurus reminds us that not everything needs to move quickly. Some truths are worth carrying forward at their own pace. So, with that, let's jump into the reading. So, the first card that we're going to read is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is confident, passionate, determined, social, and self-assured. So we're going to read vertically. We're going to go down the line here, and our next code that really supports the Queen of Wands with that new confidence coming in is the 28-1. And the 28-1 is, it is like a mastery, like something being birthed. You look at this card with the 28-1 and you can see it. See the burst. It's like it's bursting out of its seams. That 28-1 is mastery at just a beautiful level. And the level is 1, which is innovator, innovation, being willing to start anew, because that's what that Queen of Wands is inviting. And then we moved what is the DMT code, which is supporting it, is the 3, and it is the architect. And that architect is creating a new blueprint. And so as we're in this Taurus season with this very first row, we see confidence, starting brand new at a master level, and 3, which is the architect. Now let's go right over to the second card, which is judgment. And the judgment card is a major arcana card, and it is reflection and self-evaluation. It's awakening to the new level, and it's what it's telling us that Taurus is doing. It's awakening to a new level. And then it's supported by the 22, which is the master card. And that 22, it brings in that creator creation energy. And then what the DMT card that's supporting it is the 9. And the 9 is the gamifying reality. And so as you're moving through your day, you're seeing that you're being able to move past judgment into that 22, which is supporting the tarot card. And then the 9, being able to look at it and just gamify reality. We move over to the next card, which is the world. And this is where harmony comes in, where you're to the other side and you're really getting ready to find your voice in expression. And then that 21-3 is the 3 which you had in the DMT codes. That 21-3 is like you're seeing that you are standing at the other side and deciding where it is that you want to express. It's like that card looks like a web. And so you're feeling where it's just information where to move. And this is a mastery level. So if you look at that group of supporting DMT card, the supporting oracle cards, you have two masters and a standalone master, which means it's a very high vibration that you're moving into. And then the code that you have right below the 21 is the 4. And the 4 is the alchemist. So let's go ahead and read the bottom row, which is your DMT codes. This is your frequencies. You got the 3, which is the architect, the 9, which is gamifying reality, and then you got the 4, which is bringing in alchemy and a brand new structure. Now we're looking at the middle level of cards. You've got the 28-1, which brings it. I mean, look at that card. It's the Hallelujah card. It's that card where you just break out of what you're doing. And then the 22, that's the hydrogen atom. And it's reminding you that I'm seeing what's lighting up for me right now is that judgment. You're moving out of that judgment, but what it's saying is that you're holding the field. And then we move over to the 21, which is, it connects right to the world because the 21 is, you can see the picture on the card, it is the web. And each thing that's lighting up in that web is bringing in your place in the world. So let's just talk about this card. Where are you wanting to express and find your voice? Because you've got the two things coming together. You got the Gemini, which is movement, and it is air. And then you've got Taurus, which is moving in and everything. Everything is just saying, find your voice, find your expression. And some truths are worth carrying forward at their own pace. Allow it to just come online and develop. You don't have to force it. And that's what this message is not forcing things. Find your voice in the Gemini season. And the Taurus is very grounded. And so that groundedness is moving forward. And you've got those master cards to support you. You got 3, and 1 is even higher than the other 2. And they're not higher or lower, but they're supporting cards. What I'm saying is that you've got the 1, which is moving, creating, and allowing a brand new perception to come in. And then you've got the 22, which is bringing in that 22, which is creator creation. And then you have the 21-3, which is bringing in the web. It's bringing everything starting to come together for you. What you're seeing here is a bioquantum frequency map. And we did this for the Gemini season. And what we're seeing here is this is holding the 6 levels of cell ascension. And it's what the bioquantum frequency map does. It brings everything into neutrality. And it's just bringing in, and I'm going to go around the wheel and tell you, it's moving from the 2-strand DNA, which is the 3D, into the 12-strand DNA, which we're moving into right now. So you've got your epigenetic awakening with that 2. And that 2 brings in communication. And we're not going to go into these very deeply, but we're going to feel or just not even understand. It's like you're going to feel into each one of these codes because it's holding that frequency for you. So then you move into the 22, which is your environmental listening. And your environmental listening is that place where it's reflecting the two, and it is creator and creation. It's showing you that you have this, even though you're maybe not sure. That 22 is bringing that in. Then we move down to the mental reprogramming. And that's what we're doing, is learning to stay out of the mind and move into the body. And this is that transition. You got the 5, which is change, being able to move to the other side. Freedom, which isn't that what we're seeking or wanting to bring into our life. Or sovereignty, which all of us, we want to get out of being controlled. And so that's the first 3: communication, creation with the matrix, master, the master of, it's just that master. Then and it's like a master creator. And then we move down to the 5, which is the mental reprogramming. It's change in the world, and being able to really connect to that sovereignty. And then we move over to the this is your activation, and it is the 7. And that 7 is right across from the 22. So the 7 is bringing us into listening to the divine, because this is co-creation with the divine. The divine is has your back and is doing everything to support you. And that 7, what is your alignment, is being able to have the phone line directly to the divine. And then you go up to code number 5, and that 3 is bringing the body in. And that's what the Gemini season is about. And your place on your hand is right in between the web. And then the 3, which is you do this hand movement, and you're gonna go so on, so on, so on. That is your light language and the point on the body. You can, as we're moving through Gemini season, you could put your finger right on the web and be able to just code, and those codes will awaken as you're moving forward in the Gemini season. Then our last code, which is what you're moving to next. And that 6 is the pioneer. And as you're being coded with this Gemini season, that 6 is actually coding every cell of the body. It's actually, that is the code that helps you move from the 2-strand to the 12-strand DNA. Okay, here we are. And we are just going to talk for a few minutes, because I'm looking at this reading for Taurus, and I'm seeing some things lighting up, and I'm just going to talk about them. What we're seeing is the world, and that is, the world is your oyster, and it's telling you that the world is the shift into the 5th dimension, because that's where we're going. Then what's lighting up in this reading is the 22. And the 22 is a MasterCard, and it's being able to just connect to creation and creator, or creator, master creator, and master creation. It's allowing you to connect to this 22, which is a master card. And then another one that's lighting up. It seems like the whole row of the Oracle support cards are really coding. It's really supporting where you're moving. And the 21, look at that 21. It is the web. And what that part of that, what's telling you, it's that 3, which is the creative expression. And this is a master level card. So it means that you're connecting right there. If you look at that little triangle, and it's pointing right at that point where it's connecting to the points that you are going to be moving forward with. And then the 28. See if we can get this hooked in. I think that's a good place right there. And so the 1 means that you're ready to start brand new. And you're starting brand new in this place of communication. And then you have the 8, which is movement. So this creates movement. You can even see this card where it's breaking out of its box. So you have a really strong support system with the tarot cards, and then just backing that up is the 3, which is the architect, 9, which is gamifying reality or the matrix master, and then the 4, which is building a brand new foundation. So this is your reading for the second reading in the Gemini season, which is Taurus. And that feels like finding your voice. And maybe that's what you're feeling as we're in this present moment. And now, like and subscribe if you'd like to follow this series. And we will bring in the Gemini with the Gemini reflection on Friday. Thank you for joining me. And it's never a work when you're doing what you love.